The Prophet ﷺ is praying at night, حَتَّى تَرِمَّ قَدَمَاهُ, until his feet became swollen. And Aisha radiallahu anha asks him, why would you do this? Why do you pray for so long until your feet are swollen when your previous and future sins are forgiven? You have no need to do this, basically. And he says, أَفَلَا أَكُونَ عَبْدًا شَكُورًا. How can I not be grateful to Allah? Every car has an engine. Every airplane, if you look at a big Boeing, the big air, inside there's something moving it, making it move. Something giving it speed, rotation. Something giving it that horsepower. This, if we say the Prophet ﷺ, you look at his worship, it looks like a jet, like a speeding jet. Look how far he's going. Look how much mile he covers. But what was the engine that moved him? What was the muharrik? What was inside him? It was this feeling of being indebted to Allah. How much Allah has given me, yet how little I show. What we realize from this hadith of Aisha, the greatest worship of the Prophet ﷺ was not his bodily worship. It was the worship of the heart. Whatever you saw outside, inside something far greater was happening. Whatever on the outside you saw of his ruku' and his standing and his sujood, the level of gratitude to Allah in his heart was far outstripped what you saw on the outside. The outside could not show you the depth of gratitude, the depth of shame he had from Allah, the depth of love of Allah, the depth of fear of Allah in his heart. You could never know how deep it was. You only got the iceberg, you only got the tip of the iceberg on the outside of the Prophet. And therefore, for most of us, for many of us, it is not that we don't pray salah on time or that we don't pray salah often enough. It is not that we don't care about the night prayer. It is that deep down, we do not have the same feelings towards Allah. The feeling of love, the feeling of fear, the feeling of indebtedness, of shame, the feeling of gratitude, that doesn't exist in the heart. If the engine is not working, the plane will not fly. If a camel doesn't have food, it will not walk. This is the nourishment of the heart. Those emotions. If those emotions are not there, the outer worship is going to be empty. And this is what made the Prophet ﷺ's worship greater than the worship of any man on this earth. He made the same movements. Arguably, some companions of the Prophet would go further than him. They would stand up for longer. They would fast more days. They would give more in charity, more quantity. But they could never match the depth of feeling in his heart.